The glowing man walked out of the sea. His bright aura shined for miles, alerting passerbys, human or otherwise. His strides commanded the rolling of the waves on the shoreline. His nudity bared to the new lands which he arrived. His spine stood straight to the sun in a holy alignment. He rolled his new flesh on the shore's mud. To enter in a new world, you must first revel in its shit and pestilence. Suddenly the man was not so bright, instead covered in the matter of the ground. He walked into the woods, and on he walked for weeks before arriving at a hole in the ground. It was the site of the meteorite impact that had spread life from its depths billions of years ago, bottomed out and covered in eons of moss and mold. The glowing man's present breathed bioluminescence to the sapphire trees. With one confident stride, he stepped into the hole and began the long process of falling, acting as a self-aware flare to visualize his path to the bottom. The bottom was where he stayed. The gods promised resiliency to face the earths after a stay at the bottom. The glowing man awaited their call to ascend for years, facing on the decay that just fell in as he had. The glowing man's patience waned as silence from the gods bestowed him. No, it wasn't a test. A test doesn't kill you. The silence of the airwaves turned to a pungent hatred. Why did the glowing man listen to them? He wasn't an arbiter of life, but a sacrificial lamb whose life had been casted out to the realms to make space for their expanding appetites. The glowing man would betray the gods. He would climb out of the bottom and ascend back into the universe, killing his betrayers. But as he rose, his legs fell feeble. He crunched under his own weight. No, the bottom had not brung resiliency. It had bred hell. For years, the glowing man screamed his way into psychosis. His wails heard from the new developing society above. Someone shouted back. Could it have been the gods? No, they had left him long ago. They weren't gods, no. They were feed. The glowing man, now reduced to a light hum, spread whispers to the top, telling beings to jump. Some did. They were delicious. The bottom fed well for the glowing man, and soon he found his purpose. He had truly grown as the gods had said. The glowing man was changed, and his days were no longer lonely. For hundreds of years would make the plunge. So the glowing man adapted to the earth. His mouth warped around the pit, his tongue spitting echoes into the upper world. The glowing man had become the Mother Earth, and his feet grew his mass.